Hey y'all, Rick, Fearless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers House, Punch Wally Garage, Fearless Services. Good morning. How you doing? All right? Today is Sunday, May 25th, 2025, year of our Lord, season number 3, episode number 145. In today's show, we are going to continue talking about our escapades in Sayre, Oklahoma. Let's go. In My Life, the 365 Project, coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas in the powerful CHUMP studio. Today's show is brought to you by a reliable diamond tool. That's ready2.com, REDITOO.com. Check them out for concrete and masonry working tools. Also brought to you by Simpson Motorcycle. I ain't talking about Homer Simpson either. I'm talking about Simpson motorcycle helmets. If you got a $100 head, you should wear a $100 helmet. But if your head is priceless, like mine, you should wear a Simpson. They are the best. We are a dealer. If you're going to wear a helmet, wear the best. That's a Simpson. StrokersDallasMerch.com. Spire, SPIRE, ConstructionInc.com. They are a full-scale residential general contractor. They can do everything from your floor to your roof, your heating, your air conditioning, remodel your bathroom. What you got? Build a fence? Call them up. SpireConstructionInc.com. Tell them I sent you. Maverick Harley Davidson, Longhorn Harley Davidson, the official Harley Davidson dealers for Strokers Dallas and Strokers Ice House. Check those fine folks out. But right now, let's turn off the news. Let's me and you take a stroll down memory lane. Today, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 1967. In 1960, this is continuing our summer memories from Sayre. In 1967, I remember there was a, just like when I read Grandma's letters from 49, they go to town a lot. So in 67, they were living in town, but it was probably a mile from downtown, 3/4 of a mile. And so it was a big deal when Grandma would let us walk to town, or Grandpa would carry us and drop us off. I don't really ever remember Grandma driving much, but we would get to go to town, and one of the fun things we liked to do was there was a comic book store. We loved to read comic books. They were so entertaining and so colorful and so funny. And in those days and I don't remember, it seems like a new comic book was like a dime, but you could buy a used comic book for a nickel, or you could trade 2 or 3 used comic books for one new comic book. And so we would go there and we would sit there and just read those comic books. As a business owner, that's not the optimum thing, is to have a bunch of kids sitting around in your store reading a comic book because they probably ain't going to buy nothing. But we did. We bought stuff. We bought and traded comic books. There was a pool hall downtown. We used to love to walk real slow past the pool hall and look in there, see what was going on. Because Grandma would always say, y'all stay out of that pool hall down there. Don't go in that pool hall down there. Well, we eventually went in the pool hall. But in 1967, when we were like 9 and 10, we weren't going in the pool hall. We wanted to go in the pool hall, but we didn't. But it's just so many memories at that age of being 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you know, and it was just such a cool time in life. Speaking of cool time, let's check that Chuck. Oh my goodness, you got another new pair. Well, I hope my wife ain't listening, but yeah, I do. Don't like to brag. Black toe. This is kind of that black clear. Black sole, 2 vent hose, a tan and white logo, yellow stitching, bright yellow shoestrings, 1 eye down, double knotted for safety. These are, say it with me, y'all, these are some handsome Chucks. Now, in full disclosure, I only buy these Chucks when they're having a big sale. So I'm not paying full price for them. I'm getting a deal on them, or I ain't buying them. I'm too cheap to spend much money on them. You want to check the office? No, I want to talk about my website, strokersdallasmerch.com. Are you helping support the family business? If you watch my show pretty regular, I would appreciate you buying something from us, strokersdallasmerch.com. We have some new shirts on there. Got some more new shirts in, some long sleeve shirts in Friday, but they're not put in stock yet, so we'll have those up pretty soon. If you have a motorcycle you're not riding, we would love to sell it. strokersdallas.com. There's an email. I have an email on there, which is just rick@strokersdallas.com. What was Grandma Goldie doing 76 years ago today? I started saying November. Thank goodness it ain't November. May 25th, 1949 was a Wednesday. Okay, what'd they do on a Wednesday? What'd you do on Wednesday? Here's what Grandma and Grandpa did. Dick went to town to work on the pickup. People don't call them pickups anymore. They used to call them trucks, but they used to call them pickups. I went to the station in my pickup. You know the song. We cleaned house. Mother, Dad, Helen, that's Grandma's youngest sister, and 20 years younger, and Floyd, that's Grandma's brother, came over for a while this evening. We went to Mother Fairless's tonight. I got a card from Harry. Harry's my dad. That would have been about 16. I remember a few shows ago he had went to New Mexico. So on a Wednesday night, Grandma's mom, her dad, her sister, and her brother came over for a while that evening. Then they all went to Mother Fairless's tonight on a Wednesday night. What'd you do on Wednesday night? I didn't do nothing. I watched a little Seinfeld, ate supper, played with my dogs, kissed my wife, and went to bed. Dad joke. What did the rubber band worker say when he was fired? Oh, snap! Snap! Get off the couch, a motivational minute. Sometimes a day spent alone with just you and your wife or your husband, sometimes that's the best medicine. Sometimes that's all you need is a little decompression time. I think I could use a little decompression time. I'm wound up like a rubber band, man. I get wound up over stuff, and I just need a little decompression time. Today is Sunday, so we have live music from 1 to 5 today. That's always a good time. It's going to be hot. Well, this is into May. We know in Texas in June, July, and August, we're 100 degrees every day. So we're not quite in June, so we're in the mid-90s, and there's a lot more of that to come. We just got to take it, okay? All right, Rick, Fearless. I got to go, but I want you to remember there ain't no place like this place. Y'all come see me. Love you, Alice. Bye, y'all.